How did you manage time during internship? Was it hard to make time to study for PG during internship? Or how did you crack your exam in the first attempt? These are few of so many questions that come to me on a regular basis after I put up a story saying that I took up MS seat this year after NEET. So hi everybody, this is Dr. Prashi Kaveri, and in this video I'll be telling you all about how I try to manage my time during internship. So if you're somebody who really want to crack a NEET in the first attempt and not be in that rat race where everybody is struggling for God knows what, then this video is definitely for you. So firstly, making time during internship was a very daunting task because there are days when you are in major postings and you have a lot of duties and you're so tired that everything seems so impossible for you. But there are also certain days when you're in minor postings which is comparatively chill, when there may not be night duties as such and it is easier for one to make time. So firstly, I made up my mind to put up a timetable as to which months I will be free and which months I will be busy. Also, I am somebody who wants to do different things, go out, explore places, try new food places and so many more. So for me, the best thing that I could do was to manage time effectively so that I could finish syllabus. Initially, when I thought of preparing for NEET, I was very sure that I wanted to take a seat in the first attempt. So I had to do something, make up my mind so that I could go towards my goal. So what did I do? I initially thought that somehow I have to push myself into completing the syllabus once, and I had given it a fair amount of time, 6 months, to finish one reading of all the subjects, because there were times when we were very busy and couldn't study. Some keep only 3 months for that first read, but I gave 6 months for the first read because not every day did I study. My aim was to just get familiarized with all the topics that are there and understand what type of questions could come in the exam. One important thing that I did that really helped me was planning my days and subjects properly. So by planning, I mean that during minor postings like ENT, Ophthalmo, Psychiatry, we were relatively free because we did not have to do night duties, and after OPD, that is after 4, we were really free. So on those days, I tried to finish the minor subject topic. Now for example, if I was in ENT, I made sure that I would study ENT and finish it off during the posting, along with a subject from first to second year, because I was free and I felt like I had ample time during that time. And coming to those days when I had major posting and making time was really hard, I tried my best to finish the major topic at least. Now for example, imagine I was in medicine postings and I had like 6 weeks in medicine postings, so it is a long amount of time, no? And I would try my best to finish reading medicine during that 6 weeks, and not any other subject, just everything in and around medicine. And it's the same thing even for surgery and OBG. Tried my best to finish the major subject before the posting ended and not touch upon any other subjects, because this was the max that I could do during that time. And one more thing that I made sure that I followed strictly was adhering to my timetable. So if you ask me, do I have daily timetable? No, I don't have a daily timetable, but I had a vague timetable as to how I had to approach subject. For example, again let's take the example of ENT, because I am doing ENT now. So during ENT postings, when I was studying ENT, I would give only like 10 days for the subject of ENT. Even in that 10 days, 7 or 6 days was the actual time that I gave for ENT, and next 2 or 3 days would always be a buffer, because as I told you, I keep traveling or doing something else also, and I want to make time for something. Or sometimes there are things that are not in your hand. For example, uncertain duty comes and falls in your lap and such things happen. I did not want to go away from my schedule, so I had planned my subjects and days in such a way. Now for example, if I wanted to take a leave, go home or go somewhere else, I would try to finish off my portions prior in the first 6 days of the plan, and then I would have the buffer days to do whatever else I wanted to. Or if something else came up in between, I would push my time so that within that 9 or 10 days I was done with the subject. This is how I planned studying most of the subjects during my internship. And my goal was to finish everything once, and then in remaining time, because I was giving an internship attempt, was very sure that I wouldn't have a lot of time. So I thought I have a clear idea about everything that is there, and after I have an idea about the entire syllabus, in the last 1 or 2 months that I get just before NEET, I will solve only MCQs and brush up on the important highlighted topics or the important topics that are there, so that I could give a decent attempt during the first NEET. Now coming to the 12-hour shifts that were there. So we had 12-hour shifts during some of the postings like labor room postings or even ICU casualty postings. So these were the days when it was really hard for me to make time. So what did I do? So for example, if I had a night duty, night 8 to morning 8, you know what I would do? After I finished breakfast, instead of going and sleeping or resting for a while, and I knew that if I rested for a while, I would get up only for lunch or at 4 and eat something, and then again I had to go to the duty. So instead what I did was, I used to go to the library straight after I had my breakfast, sit there for 2 or 3 hours. That was the maximum that I could push myself to. And then at 11:30 or 12, when I was really tired, I would have an early lunch and go sleep until 6 or 6:30, then fresh up and go to the duty. So when I did this, I realized that I was saving time in order to study, because or else I'd have wasted all those days when I had 12-hour shifts. Now coming to the resources that I used, I mostly stuck to PrepLadder and Marrow for most of my preparation, and on those days that I didn't want to actively read something, I would just passively watch a video on the topic that I wanted to study. Now, all these apart, there were days when I absolutely didn't want to study, and it was not 1 or 2 days, sometimes it was for a stretch of 3 to 4 days when I just didn't want to open my books. So what would I do during those days? Sometimes I would push myself really hard to solve few PYQs, or to read upon certain highlighted points, or even some flashcards, so that it would somehow help me in the future. And these are the days that I was lazy to study. There were also days when I wanted to study, but there was absolutely no time to study. On those days, maybe while walking to the hospital, or while having food, these are the times that I made to solve at least like 10 or 15 MCQs or read a highlighted point. Now you might say that these 10 MCQs that I solved may not have added up for anything, but when you do this constantly for a period of days, you have solved n number of MCQs, and that will definitely count. Being consistent even with your 10 or 20 MCQs for a year is going to make a huge difference that you will not understand when you just start doing it. So this is pretty much how I managed my time during internship. On an average, I studied for 2 to 3 hours every day. There were days when I did not touch the books. There were days when I studied for 5 to 6 hours. But on an average, it's 2.5 or max 3 hours that I have studied in the every day for the entire internship. And in the last 3 months, just before giving my exam, we had that break because NEET got postponed, and during that time I have tried to put in 6 to 7 hours every day. So this is how I try to study for my NEET. And if you're somebody who really want to crack NEET in the first attempt, remember that there are going to be days which are very hard. Your body wants rest, you will feel like going lying in your bed and not doing anything. But if you want to crack that exam, you take all that courage and take that extra step to go to library or wherever you're comfortable in and study, because I did it, and today I'm very proud and immensely happy that I took that decision to study and finish off clearing my NEET in the first attempt itself. So in the coming days, whenever there is time, I'll be posting videos about how I prepared for my NEET and how I manage time, or some of the pro tips that people can really use, and about counseling and so many more. So hang in there and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with your friends and family who like content like this. And if there are people who have decided that they don't want to study and they want a year break because they want a particular rank and a particular branch, maybe this video may not help them. But if you're somebody who wants to crack it in the first attempt, then maybe you should consider liking the video and following the content that is going to come in the coming days. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.